Hey there, Michael Pinello here, Mr. Reptile. I just wanted to get on here and discuss a couple things. We can move around, but this is going to be a first of many. I'm looking to make a change in my life. I'm tired of feeling stuck, being stagnant, and waiting for things to change. Instead, I'm going to get after it. Now, there's a lot of things that I've been neglecting in my life that I need to address before we move on. And one of which is procrastination, mainly to get started on something. It's part of the reason why with my art, I keep like 10 to 15 paintings going all at once because starting seems to be harder than anything else for me, just getting started. Now, I'll be sitting there on a day off, or like if I have like 3 days off, I'll be sitting there and I'll look at like 15 started paintings, and sometimes I literally cannot get over it. And I don't know if that's the executive dysfunction that comes along with ADHD. I don't know. I am diagnosed, but part of me thinks that I want to do me. I want to do what I want to do. But then when I get down to it, I can't. So that's something I'm working on actively. I think that's probably my main issue. Another thing is, I don't even want to call it burnout, but I think it's life burnout, kind of. Like the art I can kind of consistently do nowadays without taking major breaks. And major breaks would mean I used to take like 2 years off from painting. I'd do like 4 or 5 paintings, small, and then I would take 2 years off. So I don't know if, yeah, I don't know, but something I need to address. Another thing that I need to work on personally is once I'm done with all the other stuff that I have to do, aside from art, which I also have to do, um, I don't want to do anything. All I want to do is sit or watch something. Um, but then I end up, if I say like relax for 2 or 3 days and I'm watching stuff, and really all it's doing is just draining my energy, anyways. So something that I'm kind of starting to learn is that regardless of if I'm working on my art or if I'm watching something, they're both going to tire me out, but one doesn't really fulfill me. The other one gives me some output, visual output that I can see. Like I'm doing something. I'm not just consuming others. Now, there's a lot of other YouTubers and stuff that I really enjoy watching. Me and my wife bond over watching. But I think I've wasted so much time in my life that I don't want to waste anymore. Now, you could also argue that I haven't wasted any time. Timing is perfect always, right? So it might just be that I'm at this stage and it is what it is. But I personally think that there's a lot that I'm not doing, there's a lot that I can be doing. And it doesn't necessarily mean that I have to work all that much harder. It's consistency and staying with it. So, like I said, this is going to be the first of many. I'll do them in different formats. This is kind of just off the cuff. I didn't write anything down. I didn't plan for this. I'm feeling frustrated in my life. Now, I want to make it clear that I have probably, aside from the pay, right? I have probably the best job for me personally right now. It does take a lot of my time during the week, but I am able to get things done while I'm here. I mean, I'll show you. As we're here, I'm laying down some white layers on this one. I've got a couple that I'm working on. Now, starting this off with a complaint is insane because I'm over here just doing my thing. I'm in a building by myself. working on paintings. But, you know, not every day's like this. A lot of times I'm doing a lot of things for other folks, right? Um, but in my free time, I can do that when I'm not just sitting here crying over the clock, not ticking fast enough. You know what I'm saying? So, my job is perfect. I can do whatever I want. Most of my time is mine, but I'm not in my space, and I can't. My space. I'm not in my personal space, and, you know, I'd rather be at home with my wife and my loved ones, but it's neither here nor there. We all have to work, and we all have to just keep marching along. But I think that for me personally, I need the satisfaction of creating something and consistently doing that. Otherwise, I'll get tripped up in the how do I want to put this? I'll get tripped up in being exhausted without the real output, right? Because I think part of this is being exhausted for one, but only being exhausted because you're working for somebody else. And you're so tired that at the end of the day, you don't do anything for you. It's a lot. The culture and society is set up this way. You know, they don't want you to have this time because you're not as productive when you're at home painting, hanging out, not trying to sell art. Listen, I don't sell art. I have a little shop set up online, but for the most part, I just do it because I love it. And I make it for me. I hang it all over my walls, and I enjoy doing it. So, again, I'm very blessed, but this is a long string of many. Hopefully, this resonates with some of you. But as an artist, it's even harder to stay in that regular job, especially if you're not overextending yourself to do art when you really don't want to. So, my best advice, if I could even give any, is that don't get caught up being tired. I've spent so much time in my life being tired. But since I started to really consistently do art more and keep paintings in progress while I'm still working, still paying the bills, still going through life, I'm just as tired as I ever have been, but I'm doing 10x what I 100x. I mean, I used to just lay around all day and do nothing. Now I'm at least putting something out, right? And I don't think I'm any more tired. So if you feel like you're tired and life is over after work, maybe you're just unfulfilled. Listen, I'm still tired. I'm always tired. I barely sleep. But with my lack of sleep, which I've always had, I'm going to use that to propel myself forward and give myself the key, because nobody's coming to save me. Nobody's going to do it for me. I have to do it all for myself, at least initially. Once the community forms and we're all working together, it's a bit different when you have your village built. But for now, all I wanted to do is come on here and be raw. I don't want to edit this up. I'll probably change the format a bit just to make it good for YouTube long form, if you could call it that. But again, I just want to really get on here and say thank you. Everybody out there who's going through what I'm going through, or maybe has already made it past that, good on you. Keep it up. And I can't wait to see where we take this thing. I have big goals and big dreams, but at the end of the day, I'm already living it. I'm already enjoying it. I get to paint every day. I get to hang out with my wife. I've got the best job in the world. I don't make all the money in the world, but who needs that, right? Always use a little bit more, but it's funny. I never really think about increasing my income here or changing my income there, but I always have exactly what I need, and I always have. But it's not all up to me. And I think part of realizing that is how you get through. You don't have to do all this yourself. Sometimes things work out in mysterious ways. But this is Reptile House, Michael Pinello. I'm just a man trying to do his thing. I'll see you guys on the next one, all right? Thank you so much, and so long.